Testing, Dominatrix 1.
Dominatrix
2. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
This is episode 7.
Yeah.
I got that right
this
time.
one's actually 7.
because I remembered my fuck up from last week. Today, we're going to talk about social media in light of the upcoming TikTok ban.
In the US.
In America, of course, not here because we're cool. And ultimately what it does to our mental health, even our physical well-being.
100%. Have you seen... We're wearing headphones now, so it's a bit of a scary topic. But have you seen the men who are getting dents in the top of their heads from wearing headphones from gaming? I know gaming isn't technically...
How would you tell me that while I'm wearing a headphone?
I know, I said it's going to be a touchy subject. But literally, talking about physical health. And, I would say gaming slides into social media because it wasn't until streaming became a thing and, people started communicating about gaming. And gaming went from, buying a game at EB Games and sticking it in your console and waiting till Christmas to get a new one to having a web of things that you can go and buy anytime. You finish the game at 4 a.m. and you're like, fuck, where's the next one? You can do that and you can watch other people play and you can find Easter eggs and there's a hack for everything.
Most of the games now have online servers where you're able to talk and join other people as well. So
100%.
That's where it molds into the social media aspect of
exactly.
You have access of talking with other people.
To other people.
And, sharing the gameplay because they tried to gamify Facebook. They tried to gamify Snapchat.
Hate it.
What were they trying to do? Bring minors to the scene?
Probably, making something marketable on all ages is always a benefit. And I think that's why TikTok...
Because social media is not all ages.
Exactly. It shouldn't be, which is a big fucking topic. TikTok is so age appropriate and friendly that they take down everything. TikTok fucking hates us. We tried to upload our reels to TikTok, fucking hates them because of the language you use, maybe what we're wearing,
Courtney's butt,
my butt,
we can't,
Maddie's tits.
We don't
fuck? But it's because TikTok so badly wants to be child appropriate so that it can be used by people of all ages, and it starts the addiction early, really. And then these people, their whole lives are just stuck into it. And I wasn't allowed social media until I was 13. I was allowed Facebook, and then I got Snapchat and Instagram at 15. And even then, that feels so early because my parents were really apprehensive, and it was really smart of them because it's so bad for you and you spend so much time on it. And I had a lot of rules of I wasn't allowed to take photos in the bathroom, take photos in my pajamas because my parents thought that would lead to me taking nudes. Do you think that stopped me?
No, she still takes nudes.
Well, took. Now I don't. Now I'm come over.
See for yourself.
See for yourself, cunt. But Snapchat is built for nudes. And then even the Instagram updates, Instagram where you send photos, they're it will alert you if someone screenshots this, blah, 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 because there's been cases where people are...
This is the thing, though. If you send anything through the internet, it's not yours anymore. Every single time I've sent something through Snapchat when I had it, I fully expected whoever I sent it to be showing the person they're with. And mostly because every single time someone that I know has received a Snapchat like that, they're have a look at this.
Yeah.
The amount of dick pics that I had gotten, there was one where I was just so over it. It was I downloaded Snapchat again for the first time in fucking years. And I had made a point of Snapchat just being such a shady fucking app.
It is.
For years. And I was in a long-term relationship. So I was I don't need to have it. I was if you have it and you're a man and you're in a relationship, why?
You're a man and you're over the age of 12, why?
Yeah. And then I downloaded it because I have a few friends from work who religiously fucking use it. So they're I want to send you my haul. You have to download it. So I got it back.
Oh, yeah.
And the first thing I do is open snaps from people who must have realized that I re-downloaded it. I don't know if it alerts people or if it...
No clue.
I don't know, right?
I don't know.
So I haven't had it for 2 years at least. I open it and there's this random snap from this man who must have been one of my friends. I've opened it and it's just this massive fucking schlong. Huge, skinny fucking thing, and it was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. I screenshotted it.
Yeah.
And then I made sure that message at the bottom that says, you have screenshotted this, was at the bottom. Yeah. And then I found his mum on Facebook. And then I sent her a direct message with the screenshot saying, something along the lines of your son is sending unsolicited penis pictures or dick pics to women, just letting you know that this is illegal. And if he doesn't stop doing it, I'll be taking legal action against your family. She didn't respond. I don't even know if she opened it. I didn't even
She
check.
would have
it was
seen
one of those
that
ones,
shit.
I had sent and
a mum on Facebook. She would have seen that shit.
I had never received another Snapchat from this dude again.
Good.
I don't know if he blocked me or what. Like
the
I said,
screenshot alert alone should be scary enough that he's like, fuck.
And so, this is just a pre-warning to all of you who have me on Snapchat. If you send me a dick pic, I'm sending it to your mum. If your mother isn't alive, I'll literally send it to any woman in your life that's closest to you right now. Your sister, your daughter, literally anybody. Do not send me a dick pic.
Wife.
Girlfriend and wife is an obvious one. If they are in your life, they will definitely get the dick pic too.
Yeah.
But then also the other important women in your life, so they will never look at you the same again.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know. I've already done it. I will do it again. Every single time. Every single time.
This was a threat.
Yeah. This is a real threat.
And also, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a dick pic in ages. But, I don't let people's messages, I don't touch my requests, really. Sometimes I open them.
I open my requests.
If I see the first few words and I'm like, then yes. If it's an image, no. Social media benefits you. If you're making money off it and people hate you, it's you can't lose.
No, but any publicity is good publicity in the world of social media.
Totally.
Hot Tour girl went fucking viral.
I know. Well, she got arrested or something recently.
Well, over a meme coin that fucking went to shit and she apparently stole from everyone. But I still don't know if that was fully her because
I don't know too much about the Hot Tour girl. I'm going to be honest.
To make a crypto coin, there's software developers behind that.
Yeah.
So how much did she actually steal, or did the developers steal it?
I had someone say to me the other day, a photographer, he was like, why don't you have a modeling account and a personal? And my reasoning is because I am my brand. I also have the podcast. I also paint. I also am trying to put more music stuff out there. I have acting, I have modeling, I have all these facets to myself. And in my head, if a producer or something was to just find that account and have 30 seconds to look at me, they'd kind of see everything all at once.
Yes and no. So there's a reason why I a little bit disagree here, is because in the modeling world and same with the acting world, you will always need a portfolio.
Yes.
And portfolios, physical portfolios don't exist anymore. I have mine still.
I know, because castings are online.
Yeah. So I have mine still from Tenure Power Modeling Agency.
You have to show me. I want to look at it.
I'm getting this.
Yes!
I'm
so
excited. Is showing. I can feel it.
Oh, she's dusty, guys.
Yeah. Because this doesn't exist anymore.
Make
Not what you take to a casting anymore. What they want is your Instagram portfolio. They don't want to filter through what you're doing on your podcast, what you're doing. They want to see
pinned posts.
Yeah,
but
they want to see the entire thing. So back in the day, when you used to go to a casting, you used to have to take a comp card and your portfolio. Your portfolio shows all of your best images right at the top, and then all the images after that, but always your best images first. This allows the photographer and the production company to see all of your modeling work. That's it. They don't care about everything else. Once that changed, they moved it to comp cards only. So they made bigger comp cards.
Comp cards were a thing when I started modeling.
And they would have your name and all your measurements on the front, and on the back, your best images.
And digis.
Yeah. Because everything started to move tech and more online, physical comp cards just became bullshit as well. And we started going paperless anyway. So a lot of the models moved from having these physical things to having a portfolio on their Instagram. Literally only just photos, so that when a photographer or production company comes, that's all they're seeing, only those. They don't have to filter through high school photos. They don't have to filter through your nights out. They don't have to watch videos of you. The only thing they care about. And that's the reason that they ask, or do you have one that's just your portfolios? Because they don't want to filter through it. Most of the time, photographers have if they're casting for a specific job, especially big ones, they have about 1,600 models to go through. The last thing they want to do is have to skip over photos because it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So what they want is to have an Instagram portfolio and be all of them are professional images, so they don't have to worry about it. And that's literally the only fucking reason why. For you, okay, if you just want to be a brand, whatever, but that's the reason why photographers want it to be only a portfolio. And I did, as an agent, try and veer my models into having a modeling portfolio separate to their private, especially because a lot of the models were quite young.
Yeah.
And so that they were still displaying what they were doing in their everyday life.
Yeah.
And a lot of it didn't match the vibe of the client.
Yeah.
So if the client wanted someone who was, you know, a vegan, obviously you don't have on your personal wall you eating these McDonald's burgers and shit. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're not,
I know what you mean.
enough.
Yeah, I have this thing where a lot of the things I like, the films I like, and I want to be casted in A24, people who hire porn stars to be their lead actors because of the vibes, and also modeling for like IMG, Jaded London, like brands that want dirty cigarette girls.
Yeah.
And then that makes me want to keep things up, and often because their models that are bigger, like fucking Gabriette and stuff, post cooking videos and then them out and then them with their boyfriend with a cigarette hanging out of their mouth, and I'm like, that's the vibe for their brand. But then when you're in this weird like mid zone of being not picked up for anything yet,
yeah, well, when you don't have a reputation yet, so it's different for these high-end model girls who have been in the industry for so long and already have a demand for them.
Yeah,
those girls can post whatever the fuck they want. Also, they have agents who run a portfolio for them.
Exactly.
You'll find most Instagram models who have a portfolio, that's because they're self-run. A lot of agents will run a portfolio for you, and that means that the model can post whatever the fuck they want on TikTok because the agent's already handling the portfolio. In your case, you had an agent where you didn't have to worry about it anyway. So like you had a beautiful portfolio.
Yeah.
So like your Instagram could be whatever.
Yeah.
Because your agent had like all of your best photos right there, so it didn't matter. And then when it comes to you building as a brand, there's already demand for you as it is.
I know.
On a smaller scale. Like, obviously you're not in Hollywood yet, but like, so it doesn't really matter what you post. But for the newbies, for the beginners who are just coming in to the modeling stage and are asking why they need to create a new Instagram account, it's because clients like Swarovski don't want to see you drinking and partying and doing lines.
Swarovski, yeah, for sure.
In your case, modeling isn't your whole world. Like,
no,
you literally have a million
it can't
other
be
things.
like I don't have the measurements for it,
and I mean, it doesn't even matter anyway, because your images, apart from the modeling, like even just your everyday ones and then the ones that you do for like the potty and stuff, they're good.
Yeah.
So like they're just on par with, like, they're just as hot as your modeling ones. So do you want to say
I do. I'm very excited. Oh, it's the crucifix belly ring for me. That's hot. Wait, I don't know if I can hold this at the same time.
This is before I got tits and teeth.
True! Where are your boobs?
Look, I have a boob.
Eyes. Oh yeah, there's a cleavage. Is the cleavage airbrushed or is it real?
No, it's real. Yeah. I did have boobs. It's just I only had one, remember?
So little.
I had a pancake face. 21. Oh,
yeah. You do have, like, a baby face. Like, 2012, 2014, right?
I moved up here 2017, so this would have happened 2016.
This is the most 2016 outfit, I think. The chunky necklace with, like, the corset top. Oh, no, so they didn't force you to do, like, no makeup?
No, so this was my part of my modelling diploma. So what happened is they put me through a 1-week sprint course of like learning everything, learning how to do your makeup. Yeah, I know. Learning how to do your own makeup. So you learn how to do your own makeup like properly. You learn how to do your own hair, how to be out in public, how to do events, how to be on TV, how to talk on camera. Like, it was a whole week of thing. And then on the very last day, we do a portfolio shoot. Yeah. And I still had to pay for it. This cost me $2,000.
$2,000 for that?
$2,000.
I know people who could get you better photos than that for free.
Yeah, this is back in 2006. We got that, and then like 6 months later, we had a whole fashion runway show where we graduated and got our certificate.
Yeah.
And I decided not to join I got invited to join the agency and be part of the books, but I said no because I was like a few months out from getting my boobs done. So my measurements would have changed, and my portfolio would have been irrelevant because I would have looked different. So I was like, no, it's okay. But at the same time that I was doing the whole course, in my head, I was like, this is what I want to do. Not the modeling stuff.
The agency
stuff. Yeah. Like teaching girls. Like, I want to show girls how to do this properly.
I have a lot of privacy on social media. Like, I won't post There's nothing alluding to that I'm financially struggling or
Oh,
that I'm not having a good time.
It's
People
so funny.
think, yeah, same. People think that I'm rich. They're like,
People think I have money, that they ask me for money. I'm like,
Yeah,
no, but when you
people
find
be
some,
like,
give me some.
are you coming to the Actor Awards in February? It's $500 a ticket. I'm like, bitch, no. I'll ask people where they get things, and they'll be like, it'll be like Prada.
Yeah.
It'll be like a nice brand, and I'll be like, oh, nice. Like, and they're like, yeah, so this is the one, and I think there's one left at the Pac Fair store, and then they'll start telling me, and I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, no, I just liked
Don't
it. I'm
tell
not
me.
buying it.
I can't afford it, but thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
Because another part of social media that's really fun and interesting, and there's been a lot of really funny memes made about it, and it's like men back in the day only saw like 10 baddies in his life, and now social media is showing them like all these hot women. People think it's creating a culture of like men not appreciating beauty or something like that, or bag whatever girl they want, etc., etc. There's all this availability of hot women and deeply average looking men, and men are commenting on it. It's mostly men making these memes about like, oh, you're only meant to see like 5 baddies in your life, and now I'm seeing like 110.
Well, but there's science behind this, right? Because the more that men look at sexually attractive women online, strangers,
Yeah.
the less sexually attracted they become to their own partner. That's actually a science thing. That is actually a culture that has been created, and it's not women's fault.
No!
They're just posting.
No, I think hot women should post so many photos. I follow lots of hot women.
Yeah, and just like, but it's so funny to me how the reverse isn't true. How women can look at hot men,
yeah,
and still be just as attracted to their man.
Yeah, because
so it's so funny how the reverse isn't true.
It is funny.
Because to me, because then you're like, well, does that mean men shouldn't have social media and it's okay for women? Because men have social media, and when they have social media, it's actually affecting their relationships.
Men need self-control.
Yeah, but here's
their attraction needs to be deeper than visual.
Correct. But men are just men. It's just creatures. It's just natural. You can't, like, that's just science. Like, so this is a man's problem and they need to have self-control and not look at the women. Okay. But social media is created by the man who creates the algorithm to make sure that men see the women.
Yes.
So it's literally like, it literally does not matter if men aren't looking. Facebook and Instagram are throwing it in their faces anyway.
That's why women are like, oh, look at his search recommended.
Yeah.
Click on the search button. If it's full of bikini pictures, that's what they're interacting with. I'm like, fair. If I sit long enough watching pimple popping videos, you click on that, mine's going to be filled with
all of mine right
videos.
now are pink Lamborghinis and glitter.
Mine were dash cam footage for a long time because I could not stop watching dash cam. Videos. I fucking froth on them.
Yeah.
So mine's always weird shit, or it's like memes, or it's makeup because I save them for work, or photography, so I can save it for shoots. Like, I have collaborative boards with photographers and stuff. I know for a fact that my boyfriend follows lots of models and lots of attractive women, and he and I both follow some OF creators because we'll see each other like their photos. I am not a jealous person, and also I know these women like don't look like me, or even if they do look a bit like me, like I feel, it sounds so conceited, but I feel like I'm hotter than them. In my
Most
head,
of the time you are. Here's where the liking comes into something for me.
Yeah.
Like, right? Say, I'm going to use as an example. Say your partner liked one of my recent lingerie photo.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
I know you wouldn't.
Yeah,
but to me,
would.
I would be like, ew, why is he looking at me like that? So, and a creator recently actually spoke about this. She's an OF creator, and she was talking about her Instagram posts.
Yeah.
And the likes aren't as bad as the story reacts, because the story reacts are private.
Yeah, true.
Every single person who story react to me has a girlfriend or a partner, and those are worse because they're private. So like they aren't
That's
public.
just to that creator.
And to me, I'm just like, if it's there and you can see it, good on you.
Yeah.
Why do you have to interact with it and show the world that you've interacted? And when it comes to a boyfriend's point of view, so like if my boyfriend liked a model's photo who was just as hot as me or hotter than me, in my head, I'm like, why are you telling the world that you think she's attractive while you have a partner? It comes from more of a respect of your relationship. You can look all you want. Why do you have to interact?
Because I am a model and he wants to get back into modeling and was around a lot of models because his ex was also a model. he's friends with some of these people. So
Friends is different.
Liking a friend's
That's support.
lingerie shoot that's with a proper photographer. I don't have a problem with anything, but hearing other people have a problem with things makes me go, why? There's a lot of women who like to make their boyfriends not follow people as well.
I've made someone not follow someone.
Yeah, that happens as well.
Because the only content that they produce is pornographic content. And I'm like, why do you need to look at it?
They want to do it in the first place. And that's already the problem. So at that point.
Most of the time, though, these people were followed before you even entered that relationship. So so when
100%.
And they were single at the time. So, like, that's okay.
Yeah.
But then you're consuming this content while you're in a relationship with someone. You're looking at pornographic content of someone else for fun while your missus is sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes an issue. And you're like, before or after you have sex and they're scrolling and looking at other women.
I would have a problem with that.
And they can't help it because their feed is fucking littered with it.
Oh, looking, I don't have a problem with. I think seeking out content after sex would be a problem for me.
But you don't. But that's the thing with social media. You no longer have to seek out the content.
True, it just comes to you.
If your algorithm, if that's what you're looking at regularly, that's what your algorithm is at. So if he's opening his Instagram and it's literally just models, that's because that's what he's liked regularly.
Yeah.
And that would piss me off. That would piss me off if we were laying in bed before or even after sex, and then he just opens Instagram and his entire feed is just sitting there looking at girls after we've just had sex. What?
I would be mad at that, but that's not the case for me.
No,
but I would be mad at that because that's excessive. For me, like a couple photos, a couple of creators out of the 1,000 people that he follows.
But see, this is funny because I follow like 1,000 or whatever, and the only, like, my algorithm is only set to either modeling pics or car photos.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of my friends, I don't see them post shit.
I'm the same. I won't see people post things and I'll be like, oh, I wonder what happened to this person. I'll look them up and then all their posts
so that's what
haven't come up on my feed.
As soon as they've interacted with one sort of post, that's their algorithm now. So that's the content that's coming up on their feed as they scroll. So if they're liking just a few models' photos, then their entire feed is just going to be models. It may not be the person's fault because, like, I mean, the amount of times I've accidentally ended up on the wrong side of TikTok because I've liked a video or something and then all of a sudden my entire algorithm has changed.
I had that problem a lot when I was in high school and I was doing society and culture and I had personal interest projects on stigmatisms against women based on their appearance and tattoos and stuff. And I also did a project on contraception.
You would.
I have not changed. I sought out content that was the opposite of my views so that I could educate myself on fucking bigoted people and like why they thought the way
so
that they
fight
thought.
Back.
And conservatives and so I had an idea of the whole picture.
But
then it would ruin my algorithms and I would be scared in public to like open social media because I would get all this fucked up shit and I'm like, I swear I don't hate women. I needed to educate myself on. So I get that as well. And then having the podcast as well, I will search up some weird shit. I have some weird shit in my camera roll. Even last night I opened my phone and I was trying to post a photo of Tamara and I showed her, I was like, look at my recently used emojis from the podcast. And it's like a knife, a squirrel, a man, a moaning emoji, a wet emoji, like a devil face emoji, and evil.
No one judges the person who edits and produces, all right?
Oh, girl. Like, it's just like separating yourself from all that. And then it's like the way I use social media for like a bit and for like educating myself.
I don't even think you use social media for real life anymore. I don't think you haven't posted anything for real life.
Not really. I post gym selfies and like
that's not real
things
life.
that I'm there, but I'm doing the workout. I am quite private. Like a lot of people who've never met me in person have no idea that I'm this fucking brain rotten and like all over the place. They think I have my shit together. And
people don't think I'm real.
What?
But when I had Tinder, people thought I was a fake account.
But you can verify yourself.
Yeah,
now.
I did. I did through Instagram.
I verified myself when I was on Hinge.
But people don't think through my Instagram that I'm real. Like even my Instagram is not real. And I had this conversation with someone who literally thought that same thing.
They thought you were fake.
They thought I was not a real person. They thought that they were like, I don't know, maybe it was AI or something, but you were either a catfish or not a real account. And they had a conversation with someone who also agreed that they thought that my account was not real. It started off with me not responding to their message. So like, obviously she's not real.
Nah.
And but then they went through my Instagram account and they were like, she's not real.
That's
and even a few days into speaking to me,
he
still didn't think that I was this 30-year-old Maddie girl.
Yeah.
He was like, there's got to be something. There's got to be you got to be a man. You got to live overseas. There's got to be something. And I show up to his house and I'm real. I'm the only thing not real are my tits and teeth.
Well, that's social media, and that's these men seeing all these women.
I don't leave my house.
Also, you know what? Yeah, fair. You know what makes me laugh at night? That I'll just remember. Men jerk off to AI women that don't exist. Men jerk off to things that aren't real.
There are sex dolls.
Women that men will fuck a hole in a couch.
But there are sex dolls for girls as well.
Okay, we should probably wrap this up because
my arms up. I haven't shaved under my arms yet.
Shaved under my arms today, I think.
I got to do it tonight. Don't look too close.
Yeah.
I don't do it every day like most younger people. Okay, we're wrapping up now.
Okay.
What? No, I thought. Never mind.
What?
I thought I peed a little, but it's my butt sweat.
She's so old that she's pissing herself, guys. Send press. Well, I hope you enjoyed us talking about social media and also men. As per usual, let us know what you want us to talk about next week.
We only have 3 episodes to go for the last.
Yeah,
season.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy. And then
is it just 3 or?
Yeah, we got 8, 9, and 10 to go.
Oh, we
got these outfits. These are our Christmas presents from one of our work friends. We're not going to show you the entire outfit because it's not safe for work.
How cute, though. We got them last night.
Oh, look at whore.
Absolute whore.
Thanks, Em. We love you.
Love you. Okay. Bye.
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 Tell me that I had to sing It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen the hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet her. On second thought, that ain't the way to go. I gotta give her game proper. Spit it so she get it. There she is, I gotta stop her. Or should I talk about a smile? Or what about a style? I'm out of time. She's out the door, I gotta go for mine.
Probably.
Or should I talk about a smile? Oh, what about a smile? I'm out of time. She's out the door, I gotta go for mine. Let the girl say, yeah.